Hey y'all, we're back. I'm the old man. That's Simon Belmont. And apparently we're gonna have to do some heart farming, right? Yup, heart farming. So, I don't know if I actually have an audience after that last video, those last couple of videos. Just so if you've heard what I've said and you're like all mad about it, and you want to leave me comments, or like if I know you and you want to talk to me on Facebook or whatever, that's fine. Just know that I've kind of heard all those things before. I didn't arrive at my position just one day because I was bored. There's been a lot of thought and prayer and all sorts of things. So, you can say whatever you want, but I've probably already heard it and thought about it. And I know I had to look up and see archive.org has like all the issues of Nintendo Power. And so I was able to find where the stupid stake is in this level. And hey, okay, that didn't take too long. I thought that was going to take longer. That didn't take too long. So I found where the stake was, and apparently this whole like second half of this whole first half of the thing, you ain't even got to mess with it. You just bloop, bypass all of it. Oh, I hate these things. Get over here. Bypass all of it, and we'll go over here to this thing with the weird block and get our stake, and then we'll be done. We'll be done with bloop. So now that I've talked about all that, let's talk about Cats, the movie, not the animal, because I recently watched it. It was my birthday not too long ago, and we had a little watch party, and I chose to watch Cats because Robo Geisha was unavailable. And I tell you the truth, Cats is a spectacularly horrible movie. It is one of those movies that like I like bad movies. Okay, so I like to watch bad movies. But this was a bad movie. I've never seen the play, the musical or anything. But y'all, this was like, I've seen Manos, The Hands of Fate a couple times, and that has been my all-time bad movie, like the worst movie I've ever seen. This is really close, because it's not just a bad movie, it's one of those movies that you watch and you're just like, it's an absolute train wreck. You just watch, and you don't like, you're like, what am I watching? Why? What is going on? Hey, let's get the heart. Dracula's heart. Bloop. I think it's kind of weird that you have to like buy a steak every time. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. So we're gonna need hearts for some laurels, and we're gonna need hearts for the Morningstar. So anyway, back to Cats. So here's the thing with Cats, right? So the story makes absolutely no sense. It's about like, it's just like kind of introducing these cats, and they sing songs about themselves, and they say Jellicle like a million times, and then like each cat, when they're introduced, they have to sing this long song, which is basically just the words Jellicle cat, and then a bunch of adjectives about what this cat's nature is like. And I have no idea what... I don't know if it was because we were watching it on Discord as a watch party, but the lyrics to me made no sense. None of these songs made any sense, the lyrics to them. And they all had these names, like there was the Idris Elba cat was like Stinky Grizzle Teats or whatever, and there was Rusty Nail Shanks, and I don't know, but oh, I wasn't paying attention, almost just walked into the water. Look at that. But it was, and then the special effects, like, it's not like they just had people in cat costumes, which would have been kind of weird, but at least okay. Like I know the play had that, but they had, like, it's people and they're like CGI'd cat creatures and they just look weird. Like weird and uncomfortable, and it's, oh my gosh, and they're all kind of writhing against one another and meowing and pawing at one another, and it's like, it makes you feel things, but you don't know what you're feeling. You just know that you really, really don't like it. So, and then sometimes the faces of the cats don't match up to the heads of the cats. So it's just this weird, like, what? The whole movie you're just going, what am I looking at? And then Jennifer Hudson comes out and sings Memories, which is actually pretty good. And then Judi Dench is a cat who's basically just Judi Dench in a fur coat. Where do I want to go? Let's go back to the town because I need some laurels and I don't know if they sell laurels. So let's do that. And then we'll go to the next mansion, I think. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set my timer because I always try to keep these below 20 minutes because I've already said that. And yes, if you've ever wanted to see sights like Judi Dench writhing on a couch in a cat suit, or Ian McKellen licking water out of a dish, lapping, not licking, lapping like a cat, or Idris Elba in this, I don't even have words. Garlic. We don't need garlic. I have garlic. We need garlic in exactly 2 places. And I think it does something else. I think it hurts the enemies, but we're not going to use it that much. Yeah, so it was just a strange, surreal experience. And, and Rebel Wilson tearing off her skin to reveal more skin underneath with a suit on, and then she eats like humanoid cockroaches. It's a crazy. Oh, that's the old man / woman with the hat / hair. It's just a crazy movie. It is a train wreck, and I'm glad I watched it with a bunch of friends, but it's definitely not something I would ever want to revisit. Well, maybe I would want to revisit it if somebody hadn't seen it, because I kind of want to just watch them watch it. That's kind of that movie. Like, I would just sit there and just watch the person I was watching it with for the first time, because that would be worth watching, because the horror on their faces would be plenty, I think. So, oh yeah, it was weird. And there's definitely kind of a difference with bad movies, because Cats was really, really earnest, and that's what makes it so horrifying. Is like, people were, like, everybody watched that and did that. Yes, I do want laurels, actually. Thank you. How many do I actually have? 2. Do I have enough to get more? I do have enough to get more. Let's get more if I can, because they're actually helpful for getting to the next level. I say level, mansion. They're not really levels. Cats was so earnest, and people looked when it was all said and done, people were like, yeah, this is fine. Just, that mystifies me. And there's like purposefully bad movies like Velocipaster, which was great. You should totally watch it. But my favorite bad movies tend to be the ones that, like, Velocipaster was like purposefully bad. Like, I mean, the people that made that movie knew what they were doing. They were making a bad movie. But mine are the ones that, like, our favorites are the ones where, like, they were trying to make a good movie and just failed. Like, and Plan 9, that's another one. It's bad, but it's so earnest. And so, yeah. Oh, really? Oh, stop hitting me, spider. So on a good, if you ever want to watch some good bad Christian movies, because I love me a bad Christian movie, I'm gonna tell you what. The Cristiano brothers. There's David and Rich. Anyway, there's two brothers and they make Christian movies, and they are all terrible. Every movie they have made is terrible, and it's never really terrible, like, because there's different kinds of. It's not like technically terrible, like the lighting, the blocking, the costuming, like that stuff's not bad. The acting is bad, and then like it's bad, like almost on a conceptual level bad. Like you watch the movie and you're like, I don't understand why they thought this movie had to be made. Like there's this one that Dave made called Me and You, Us Forever that we watched ages ago. And essentially the story is a guy is divorced and he's trying to he's meeting up with this other chick. And then for some reason, he gets it in his head that he has to go and see his high school sweetheart who is like married and like they haven't seen each other in 20 years. But he's going to get on a plane and fly and see this woman. And so he does, and they have this weird sort of awkward conversation about maybe talking about God sometimes. And then the movie's over. Like, that's the end of the movie. And I just looked at it and I went, like, there was actors in this movie and like people, and they were like, yeah, okay, this movie makes sense. It was just, it was terrible. And then another one, terrible but fascinating. And then there was another one that he made called Pamela's Prayer, which I always think is fascinating because I think that the movie he thought he made was not the movie that he actually made, because the movie is technically about a girl not being able to date until, like, you can't date because, and you know, depending on how conservative you were, dating is bad. So she couldn't date, couldn't go on dates, but really, it's supposed to be about like her struggles and whatever, and finally learning that her father knows best, I guess, and the way of never ever dating or anything is right. Which, okay. But really, it's a movie about the father, because in the movie, the man's wife dies, right? And then he's just sort of like controls his daughter's life with an iron fist. And it's really just about the fact that this guy can't get over his wife's death. And so he wants to protect his daughter, and he can't get over... he deals with his grief losing his wife by controlling his daughter. And that's really the movie that he made versus the movie that he thought he made. I'm gonna get some hearts here. Just also probably want to visit the church. Should I drop down here? Is it just water? Oh, okay. If I would have jumped, I would have died. So yeah, just some really weird, just weird and awful. And Second Glance is another one that was really bad. And it's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life, because the kid is having troubles and he's like, I wish I was never a believer. And then an angel, who's the weirdest, most awkward angel I've ever seen in my life, gives him his wish, and then all of a sudden he's not a believer, and he's like a slob, and his parents are divorced, and like he's pulling in mad chicks, though, I'll tell you that. So just weird, but bad. Like I said, I enjoy watching bad movies, so to me that was like, oh, okay, cool. And now thank you for coming to my TED Talk on that. Now I'm just farming for hearts a little bit, because what do I got here? 110. Okay, because I think we need 250, because we're going to need another oak stake for the next mansion, and we need another what do I want to say? Oh gosh, I can't think. I'm tired. I had a little bed buddy this morning, at 2 in the morning because my youngest, who's 4, she went to the bathroom. She needed to go to the bathroom. And of course they always need help. They can't just go. And then she was scared. And, you know, you can say, there's nothing here. Just go to bed. But I was way too tired to have that argument. So I'm just like, come on. But when she's in bed with me, sleeping, she's like, she's tiny. She's not, you know, big. But she turns into she's right up against me, dang near pushing me out of the bed. And it's just, ugh. So I haven't slept very well. So I'm a little slow on the draw. And you'd think, hey, you know, maybe you should not record a series when you're in that state. And to you, I say, let me do me. I don't tell you how to work. I don't come to your channel, tell you what to do. So I don't think we're gonna do the, here's where we need our laurels for. I don't think we're gonna do the next mansion in this video. We're definitely gonna go get the red crystal. If you talk to this, he'll take you 2 different places. Like, he'll take you to a town, and then he'll take you to the next mansion, depending on if you're holding Dracula's heart or not. Since I'm not holding his heart, I think it takes me to a town. And then, yep, town. So, and I think we have Dummy who wants to exchange the crystal for the yep, there he is. There he is. Hey, buddy. I'd like to exchange my better crystal for your crappier crystal. Sure thing, dude. And let's see what this town has to offer items-wise. Because I can't remember. Shocker, I know. I mean, I guess I could talk about how all the townspeople like lie to you and stuff, but that's common knowledge. Everybody knows that. If you're watching this video and you don't know all of the basic facts about Castlevania 2, man, you ain't gonna get them here. Because I don't make these videos for entertainment. Yeah, for sure. I don't make these videos as history. I make them because I want to ramble about stuff. And I can't remember the layout of this town. There's a church there, but well, we're only missing 1 tick, so I don't think we need to worry about that. What's in here? Oops. Dang it. I did not want to use a laurel. I'm invincible in this place that's completely deserted. Isn't that nice? Kind of annoyed that, like, I don't know how these shopkeepers expect to get business when they hide and you need, like, some garlic. No, we don't need any garlic. I don't know how they expect to get a lot, like a garlic salesman. So you expect some woman, right? She's in town. She's like, I need some garlic for this recipe. So you want her to come in here and just sort of know that she has to burn a hole in the floor with holy water and then come all the way down and buy garlic for 50 hearts. I mean, it just seems like a bad business plan. I'm just saying. I would think you'd want to be like out on the street. Hey, I've got garlic. Be like, oh, okay, cool. I'll just go buy some. But no, you're going to hide yourself away. I mean, I understand kind of the whip guys hide themselves away because, you know, just don't want anybody buying whips, I guess. But yeah, I don't understand. Buy some of my laurels. No, I think we're good on laurels right now. So really the red crystal is all we needed in here. And let's see. I think I want to just go over to the left and see if I can remember what that part is. And then we'll head on over to the mansion, and then I think we'll be done for this video. So you got, I managed to stretch 1 mansion over 2 videos. Isn't that awesome? Oh, and it's a horrible night to have a curse. Bless be. I don't really want to do the next thing at night, but oh well. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. And I've already looked up. Oh, yep, no, we're not gonna mess with that right now. Not messing with those blobs. Ugh. What was I saying? Yeah, we're gonna go do the next. We're gonna go to the next thing, and we'll just stop right at the doorway, and then we'll just do that, and then we'll continue on from there. And I think we're done talking about politics and religion, so you can be happy about that. There won't be any more. No, I don't know. There'll always be some religion because I can't not talk about that, but whipping things. And what was I gonna say? I can't remember. This is what happens when you get old. I'm starting to get all those old person aches and pains too, like my shoulder's been hurting me, and like after a while you just you just get all these, you just hurt all the time. Your back hurts all the time. Everything just hurts all the time. And all right, let's see, is this the nope, let's get that. I don't think we're gonna pick up that dagger, y'all. I think we're just gonna leave that dagger. And I think that's it for now. Pediatrics is calling me. So I will see you then, and we'll just explore the next mansion.